What's up, y'all? Hey, so we're doing a car one today. I had to get out this morning and go to the DMV. Not sure if any of you guys been there before. Probably. It's a little overcast, so I don't think I need the shades anymore. But, so a little bit of story time, because I had my ID. I don't know if I said that in a prior video. I had my wallet stolen months and months ago when I was at the gym. So, after my ID was taken, all my other forms of identification, my credit cards, all that shit, that was all gone. I had to go in and I had to get a new driver's license. So I went in there. I had my old passport. I was able to do the paperwork and I paid them the money. They gave me a temporary ID and they said, hey, we're going to mail you out your new one. It's probably going to take a couple weeks. Well, 3 months went by. 3 fucking months went by. And then finally, I got a letter from the state stating that my signature was wrong. My signature was wrong. I was like, okay, all right, so we're playing some fuckery games right now. So that's why I had to go back there this morning. It's kind of the point of the video that I wanted to talk about was, you know, shit happens in life. Sometimes things are just stupid. They're unfortunate. You can't always dodge them. All right? Like, I'm a good guy. I do all the right things. You know, I follow the rules. I pay most of my taxes. And, you know, I don't break any rules. I'm a good guy. So why should I have to deal with bullshit where I have to go back into a DMV to get another ID done, even though I already had it done before because they didn't like my signature? Why can't I update my signature online? You know, why can't I do any of this stuff? And then I have to go in there and I have to pay the fee again. Luckily, there was a good American in that office today, because the one lady, when she was checking me out, not physically, at the counter, she was saying, hey, it's $25 for a new ID. And I looked at her and I said, well, so here's the thing, sweetheart. I paid that $25 months ago for a new ID. You guys gave me a slip of paper, which basically was a promissory note from you saying that in a couple weeks you will get your plastic ID, the one that we are going to hold you to, and that will be your form of identification moving forward. All right, well, I never got that bitch. So, I think we're stepping into taxation without representation territory. If you make me pay for a service a second time, but you never deliver the goods on the service the first time, I don't like that. And so the other guy noticed that, and I didn't have to end up paying the money. So I got the whole ID situation taken care of. We're all good there. But I just wanted to, you know, relate this back to, guys, if there's shit that's going on in your life, you just have to deal with it. But be positive with how you deal with it. I know that sounds like just stupid, basic level advice, but I want you to really, really think about it. Like, really deep down, are you taking full advantage of your life? Even the bad situations, even the bad consequences. You know, because there are things that happen. All right. Now I can actually focus because I'm back home. Because there are things that happen to us throughout our life that shape who we are. Not just the good things. The bad things more so than the good things. Right? The good things give you the things you want. All right? You want a loving wife? Okay, good. Good. You're going to have that one day. You're going to have kids. You're going to have all that money. You know what all those things have in common? They don't really bring you stress. But you know how you get to those good things? You have to go through the stress so that you're appreciative and you're grateful for the good things when they arrive. Do you think, as a man, you deserve a good woman that's going to be a wonderful mother and wife? I almost said wother. A little bit of dyslexia there. But unless you go through some bad relationships, unless you actually do the self-work and the shadow work on the inside to realize, you know, what your own flaws are, how are you ever going to achieve the end game goals? Like, you have to go through the path laden with brambles jagged rocks and all that bullshit, there's probably mosquitoes with super AIDS. All right? COVID super AIDS. All right? That's the path you need to take. And the only reason I'm saying that is because at the end of the day, if you are going down a path that is well laid, it's already paved over, you know, there's even curbs on the side, all the plants are maintained, there's fencing. It's obvious somebody has been here before. And if somebody's been there before, do you think you're going to get everything you want from going down that path? I don't think so, because there's tons of other people that are doing the exact same thing, all trying to get to the same end goal. You know, so maybe sometimes everyone's path, it's different. I genuinely hate that about society, where everyone's like, oh, guys, there's only one way forward, and you have to do this, 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 and this. I see it all the time in the spiritual community. Even some of these, like, guru guys, which I don't necessarily consider myself to be, like, a guru. Maybe one day, if other people want to call me that. But I'm not telling anyone that they need to do certain things and say, oh, this is the only way to do it. I will give you recommendations. Yeah. Duh. That's what the whole point of social media is. Hey, here's my life experience. Well, if you want to experience something good in your life, here's what I learned. I've had some bad experiences, I've had some good experiences. Here's what I learned from the bad ones, here's how I got to the good ones. All right? Here you go. That's what life is. That's what social media is. But there's not one path. I can't stand when people they're too scared of adversity. They're too scared of bad things happening because they think it's, oh my God, it's not part of my path. But I heard online that if it's hard, then it's not for me. And if it's easy, it is for me. You're right, in a sense. If something is easy, I view that as being of God or from God. But also within the context of easy, what is easy? Okay, because there are things that in life are difficult until you get good at them. And then when you're good, they become easy. Like, the first time I played video games, I was dog shit. I got my ass kicked for probably 2 years straight by my brother. He's 3 years older than me. He absolutely whooped my ass. And then I got good. And then it got easy. And you know what? I enjoyed that. I grew a lot. I made a lot of friends from playing video games. So am I going to say that that was not from God because it was hard? No. Guys, the whole idea of life is to find the things that are hard, but you're willing to put in the work to make them easy. Because everything is hard until you give it time and practice. Gordon Ramsay would be a dog shit chef if he never learned how to cook. That's a fact. If you're unwilling to learn, then you're unwilling to grow. And to grow, you need to try things. And everything is hard until you try it. It's always going to be hard until it's not. And, you know, that applies to everything in life, guys. Everything. Ladies, money, jobs, your fitness, your spirituality, your friend group. All of it's hard work. Everything is hard until you make it easy. And the first step to make it easy is to decide it's easy up here. You get to pick. Personally, for myself, every day when I wake up, I tell myself I have a blissfully easy experience. My life is incredible. It is so easy. It is so nice. And I don't have to deal with struggles and shit. So anytime I do have a struggle, because I've already set up that mindset that my life is easy, now I know that that struggle is actually a lesson. All right? And I like lessons. Lessons, to me, are easy. Even if the lesson itself is hard. And what do I mean by that? Because that sounds nuts. How can something that is hard be easy? Well, because that hard is going to lead to everything else that follows that hard to be easier. See, this is why we can't shy away from lessons in life. This is why we have to go for gold on everything. This is why we have to push the envelope in life, guys. Because the more you do so, the more you step into the things that might frighten you, but they're interesting to you, the more you'll realize that you're really good. You're really great, actually. All these talents that you think you don't have, you actually do have them once you start putting your time and effort into them. All these things that you can see in your mind, in your vision, in your imagination of what you can be, you are. But you just have to step into it. And that's the whole point of this. You know, like I didn't want to have to go to the DMV today. I didn't want to have to do any of that today. But you know what? Doing it makes you a better person. Even if it's something as stupid as having to go get your ID renewed when you already got it renewed. It's just an opportunity to grow. Because every interaction that I had in that DMV today, I tried to make sure was a perfect interaction. I tried to learn something from everyone. If people disagreed with me, I tried to disarm and elevate the situation. I met everything with joy and bliss and happiness. Everything in life is a fucking test. And tests don't have to be hard. We just need to start studying. And when I say study, I don't mean that you have to lock yourself in your room and be a fucking hermit. All right? As much as I enjoy my hermitude and my time being away from society, it's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to actually study. I'm not saying it's actually hard. It's just effort. It's just required effort. That's it. That's it. How would you want to be treated? All right, treat the situation that way. Okay, what did you learn from doing that? Oh, you learned something? From treating a situation you didn't want to be in? Okay, so if you learned, even if the situation was hard, you learned. Your life is now better. Why don't we adopt that mentality with everything? It doesn't matter. Good, bad, shit, amazing, neutral. Why don't we just try and make the most of every single situation and figure out how it can best serve us and our future path? Because that's realistically all life is. Life is a connection of all the events from the day you're born until the day you die. And then we just like to say that it has a storyline to it. You're like, oh yeah, you're a character, you grow up, you get a job, you get a wife, and then you die. Okay? It's the same fucking thing. Okay? You control it. You, on the other side of the screen, have complete control of that. So why are you letting it control you? Bad situation? It's not bad. You're making it bad. Make it something you can learn from. Now, that just made it good. Instead of it being hard as it was before or bad, now it's an opportunity to learn. Now it's an opportunity to grow. Now it's an opportunity to get better than you were before and compound yourself indefinitely into the future until you are the best version of yourself and your dream is fulfilled. Are you going to argue? Or is that what we're going to do? Are we going to say, oh no, fuck this guy. We can't be doing that. We can't be having fun in bad situations. I bet this guy laughs at funerals. Yeah, you're goddamn right I do. I treat funerals like open stand-up. It's open mic for me. It's open season. Who's going to complain? The person I'm roasting? They're already dead. And they would have died anyway from these jokes because they're fucking brutal. Okay? That's just a little aside. That has nothing to do with the video. But it's just about life. It's having fun, dude. It's not that deep. Just enjoy yourself. Fucking enjoy yourself. Just go do whatever the fuck you want to do. And if anything comes up in your path, ask yourself, how can this serve me? How can I grow? How am I becoming better? Every day, everything you do, across the board, ask yourself how you are improving. And believe me guys, I know it sounds so stupid. I know it does. But you will feel a lot better when you start to tabulate in your mind all your wins. When you start to look at all the bad situations, now you don't see a bad day. Now you see a bunch of bad experiences that you gained lessons from. So you had a bad event, but you won. You had a bad experience, but you won. You grew. You learned. So you just took a bad day, or what you thought would be a bad day in the past, and you just had an amazing day. Some of the best days are actually some of the best days are actually the days where the worst shit happens to us, because those are the days where you learn the most. You know, I do enjoy vacations sometimes if I'm going to like an island or something, like Hawaii. That'd be nice. But you don't learn anything in Hawaii, right? If you're sitting on the beach all day just collecting the sun, you're not learning anything. You're not growing. You grow through adversity. You grow through trying and experiencing life. So, guys, bad things happen. Make the best of it. All right? Love you. Enjoy yourself. The fucking energy's crazy. So get out there. Get out there, guys.